All right. Uh, okay. Hopefully my mic's hooked up. All right, fam. Here's Final Fantasy VIII. You know I hate Final Fantasy VIII. I just never liked the game. I think it looks awful. It's a terrible game. Just because it's coming off the heels of Final Fantasy VII. But you're my best friend and you like Final Fantasy VIII. So I'm just gonna mod it and I'm gonna give it a chance. I admit I found a plethora of mods for Final Fantasy VIII. This is specifically the remastered version for PC, and it's pretty incredible, man. I just plopped on top of the game a Crystal remaster, which is just like a gameplay overhaul mod. You can tell it's in here because of the title screen. It blatantly just says Crystal for the title screen. Used to be red, and it used to, it didn't have the word Crystal on it. I'm just going to, instead of sitting through that long FMV, I'm just going to go to continue. You can immediately tell for the UI, I replaced the UI. The UI in the original game is gray, and also it's low res. I replaced it with the blue one because blue is Final Fantasy. Every Final Fantasy game or Final Fantasy stick is to have a blue UI with the gray trim like this. So it's just paying homage. Plus it's less bland. So I'm gonna load up one of these saves. Let me back out. Two is a save I made specifically for the Crystal Remaster here. So I'm gonna jump into the save here. This is the very first save you can make in the game. I'm just gonna load it up. It looks really good. This upscaled UI. You can see these backgrounds too, these field textures, these field models. Everything's AI upscaled. It's crisp, bro. Like this it's so clear. It like the models themselves because they're upscaled too. I play this on a 4K TV, but the upscaling of the models actually matches with the AI upscaled backgrounds too. It looks pretty. This is insane, dude. It looks so good, man. When Final Fantasy VIII originally first came out, I didn't want to play it, and I didn't want to play it because it looked awful. Final Fantasy VII specifically looked amazing. It was revolutionary. Came out on the PlayStation. Then eight followed it up, and eight looked like it looked 640p. The resolution was so low on the original eight, and that's not just the resolution for the graphics in the game. It's for the textures too. Eight looked terrible, man, and that's you can't deny that. Eight's been remastered like two or three times now, and it's finally gotten to a point, which is this, where it's tolerable. I I'll be honest, the new UI, the new beautiful hit pause here, the new beautiful blue and gray UI, that looks insanely good, man. It's more entertaining. It keeps you awake. It's less bland than that original gray. These backgrounds, you could look at the foreground. See the bush there? The textures are upscaled so high, fam. Everything just looks real now. So it's this game is worth playing now. The character models have been completely replaced. The textures have been AI upscaled for all of the character models, the enemy models, the battlefields, these backgrounds, of course. Just the game looks good, bro. And the kicker here, it took me about 5 minutes to put all this stuff on top of this game, bro. And in the end result, I gotta admit, it's just a playable. It looks like a masterpiece now. Um, Yeah, I was just showing you what the game looks like. It's not huge either. It's not like foul hungry. It like the default Final Fantasy VIII game is like 4 gigs, bro. So it literally takes like a second to download, and then it's really the mods that that take up a lot of space because you know me, my modding convention, I make multiples or backups of my backups. But yeah, overall it's a very small game. It takes about 5 minutes to mod completely, and that's all these mods I have. I have texture mods, model mods, sound mods, music mods. I have FMV upscales. I have the works in this game, dude. And this is the end result. And I have to be honest, man. It looks good, bro. So if you ever want to pick up Final Fantasy VIII again, I couldn't recommend more that you mod the game, bro. Don't play the default remaster. The default remaster looks pretty terrible. Just because like these backgrounds are they're not even downscaled. The original vanilla textures for the background and the vanilla, what is it called? The remaster for Final Fantasy VIII, they're pretty bad, man. They look awful. They look Vaseline smudged. And this is just I can't say anymore. On top of all of these overhauls that I've done for like the UI, the models, the textures, the sound, the music, etc. I also put in the Crystal Remaster mod, which is the gameplay overhaul. It makes the game way better. I can't even explain how insane it makes the game. And also the Triple Triad card game. I replaced all the art for that too with like 2D art. It leaps and bounds above the way the original game looks. This is what it looks like, fam. You were like curious as to what the game looks like with a ton of mods on it. There you go, bro. All right, God bless.